My name is Jacob Clintworth. I'm the owner of Dakota Roofing, based in Salem, Oregon. In both residential and commercial markets, we do warranted jobs. We're certified with several big name manufacturers on the asphalt shingle side, the big manufacturers on the metal panel install side, and then also on the flat roof single ply membrane system side. So both on the commercial side and on the residential side, we provide shingle re-roofs, metal re-roofs, and single ply membrane or flat roof systems. One of our core values at Dakota Roofing is honesty and full transparency throughout the entire process. So from the estimate to the build to what we find when we tear off the roof, all of that communication is documented. We take photos all along the way. A lot of times there's damage around chimneys or skylights. We don't ever cover any of that stuff up just to get the job done. We make sure that everything is brought out into the light, brought out into the open, well documented by our crews taking those photos and sending them into our build department to make sure that nothing is missed, nothing is kind of swept under the rug, because it's important. And a lot of times, for the sake of hurry, what we've seen in the past is a lot of people will just get it done, tear it off, cover it back up, and move on. And that can cause future problems. And we don't want future problems. We want to make sure that all of those things are addressed with the homeowner all along the way, so they know exactly what went on with their build, and so that they can see any potential damage that had happened and to make sure that that damage is mitigated from happening again in the future. Part of what sets us apart, I believe, is our attention to detail and applying what we've learned from some of these bigger high-profile projects and applying them every day to the homes that we build. The residential house has the same requirements as an apartment complex or a school or some of these other things. It just looks a little bit differently, but it needs to be ventilated properly. It needs to be able to hold up against the elements that we face in the Northwest, the wind, the rain, the constant moisture that we have, the high humidity. And a lot of what we learned from the commercial side, we've applied it to how we make our recommendations on the residential side. And I think that does come through to customers as far as like, are we knowledgeable? Are we providing the best service for them? Are we able to come in and make recommendations? Or are we just the lowest bidder? Are we just the cheapest price? And we try and be as cost-effective as possible, but at the same time, there's a lot of value I think that we do provide our community in the knowledge aspect of how the roof should be assembled and what our recommendations are for the components that go into their re-roof project. So a big part of the vision and mission of Dakota Roofing is continual improvement. From our account managers to our project managers, at every level, we need to always be learning and growing because specs are constantly changing, requirements for homes, for weatherization. We have a frontline view of what that looks like on the commercial side because a lot of the times through the commercial world, there are increased regulations and they're implemented a lot more quickly than on the residential side. So a huge advantage that we have for quality and just customer confidence and assurance is the fact that we're taking some of these high-level projects, the schools that we do, the government buildings, and we can then take that knowledge and that information and we can apply it to the residential sector, where historically residential has been a little bit more behind on requirements, and that's why you see a lot of homes that are in bad shape because they've been done a certain way for a long time, and then you still see a lot of companies are not changing to meet the current standards. They're kind of stuck in the way they've always done things. And at Dakota, we do believe in that continual improvement to make sure that we're hitting the mark, that we're hitting the bar and exceeding it. Whether you're looking at getting your roof replaced or just need an opinion on how much life is left on it, you can call our team today for a free estimate.